The morning sun rose gently over Olunda village, painting the sky with gold. Atoke held on tightly as her father's motorbike rolled along the dusty road. Her mother sat behind her, smiling as the fresh breeze brushed her face. Mama, dáadáa ni mo máa ṣe nílé ìwé lónìí, said Atoke to her mom in a cheerful manner. Her mom's laugh was warm. Adurani, ọmọ mi, replied Atoke's mom to her. Everything felt perfect. Atoke had no idea this would be the last morning she would ever ride with them. Hours later, just as she was about to eat her lunch at school, the headmistress called her into the office. Neighbors were waiting. Their faces were heavy. Atoke, there has been an accident, said one of the neighbors to her. Atoke's lunch bag slipped through from her hands. The next words broke her heart. Her parents were gone. She now lived with Auntie Dupe, who made her hawk bread every morning before school. Atoke often sold bread on an empty stomach. Her favorite route was Golden Avenue, the most beautiful streets in the village. There, she always saw the boy from house 25, Tunde. He had everything she would only dream of. Nice clothes, toys, and even a driver. But Tunde never smiled. He shouted at his parents. He ignored their advice. Even the old gateman often received his sharp, hurtful words. One morning, after he had shouted again, Atoke shook her head and whispered, "Ó dájú pé kò mọ iyì tí ó ní." Weeks later, the village woke to heartbreaking news. Tunde's parents, who had traveled abroad, were gone. A terrible crash had taken their lives. The whole village mourned. But everyone wondered, what would become of Tunde? 3 months later, everything changed. The bank took companies, the houses, the cars, one by one. The maids left, then the driver, then the old gateman. Tunde was sent to live with his uncle. He was withdrawn from his expensive school and brought to the same small village school as Atoke. The first day he arrived, Atoke could hardly believe it. The proud boy from house 25 now walked barefoot. His uniform was faded. He spoke to no one. His eyes were always red, as though he cried every night. One afternoon, Atoke found him sitting alone under the mango tree. Then Atoke said to him, "Tunde, why are you always sad?" Tunde wiped his face quickly, and he said in a broken voice, "I never thanked my parents. I never told them I loved them. Now they are gone, and I can't tell them anymore." Atoke sat beside him, her own eyes filling with tears, and she said to him, "I know how you feel. I lost my parents too, but we can still honor them by living better, by being kind." From that day, Tunde changed. He greeted his teachers politely. He helped his classmates. He even joined Atoke to sell bread after school so she won't go hungry. The whole school noticed Tunde was no longer the angry boy from house 25. The story of Atoke and Tunde became a lesson for every child in Olunda village. And what the story is teaching us today: love your parents, respect them, listen to them, because one day you might wish for just one more chance to say thank you, but it may be too late. Respect, be obedient to your parents and love them, because no one can ever love you like your mom and dad. I hope you've learned something today. See you again next week. Bye for now.